In our first scene today, we're going to discuss the significance of a widely celebrated day, International Labor Day. Also known as May Day, this day is a global tribute to the social and economic achievements of the working class. It's a day we set aside to honor the fight for fair labor practices and to remember the sacrifices workers have made throughout history. Moving on to our second scene, let's delve into the history behind International Labor Day. This day traces back to the late 19th century, during the peak of the Industrial Revolution. It was an era of significant change and progress, but also a time of suffering for many laborers. The norm was long hours, dangerous conditions, and low wages. In response to these harsh conditions, labor unions began to form, advocating for better pay, reasonable hours, and safer working conditions. The movement reached its peak in the late 1800s, with a series of protests and strikes that would change the course of history. The most notable of these was the Haymarket Affair in Chicago, a rally that turned violent and resulted in the death of several police officers and workers. This incident sparked international outrage and led to the establishment of International Labor Day. In our third scene, we ask, how can we honor the spirit of Labor Day? An excellent question. Firstly, let's recognize the importance of fair labor practices. Support businesses that treat their workers well and advocate for policies that protect workers' rights. Next, let's appreciate the workers in our own lives. Thank your local mail carrier, tip your server generously, and show your gratitude to those who make your daily life run smoothly. Lastly, let's remember the history of Labor Day and the struggles that workers have faced. Educate yourself about the labor movement, the fight for workers' rights, and the importance of unions. Remember, Labor Day isn't just a day off work, it's a day to honor the dignity of labor and to stand up for workers' rights. Today, in our concluding fourth scene, we've explored the history and significance of International Labor Day. It's a day to respect the working class, to celebrate their contributions, and to advocate for their rights. It's a day to remember that every job, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, plays a vital role in our society. It's a day to understand that the strength and prosperity of a nation depend on the well-being of its workers. I hope this video has given you a new perspective on International Labor Day. If you found it informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. Remember, a shift in perspective could be your ticket to a whole new world of possibilities.